Picture a world where books are rarer than gold, chained to monastery walls, and knowledge is hoarded by the elite. Then, in a dusty mine's workshop, around 1440, a goldsmith tinkers with metal and ink, unleashing a device that will shatter church authority, ignite wars of faith, and propel humanity into the modern age. But as pages fly off this machine, a storm brews, one that could topple kings and redefine truth itself. Get ready, because the printing press's story is a whirlwind of ingenuity, heresy, and unstoppable change. The fuse lights in medieval Europe, where literacy is low and manuscripts are laboriously copied by scribes, taking months for a single Bible. Errors creep in, costs soar. A book equals a year's wages for a craftsman. Enter Johannes Gutenberg, a failed entrepreneur in his 40s, burdened by debts from mirror-making schemes for pilgrims. Inspired by wine presses and coin minting, he experiments in secrecy. By 1439 he is developing movable type, individual metal letters cast in alloys, arranged in frames, inked and pressed onto paper. But challenges mount. Ink smears, type wears out, paper absorbs unevenly. Tension builds as Gutenberg refines his tech. He perfects an oil-based ink that adheres perfectly and casts durable type from a copper matrix. By 1450 his press is operational, producing indulgences, church pardon slips, to fund operations. But the big gamble is the Gutenberg Bible. 1,282 pages, 180 copies planned. He borrows heavily, partnering with financier Johann Fust. Production ramps up. The press churns out 30 pages per day per worker versus a scribe's one. By 1455 the first Bibles emerge, stunning in uniformity and beauty, with hand-illuminated touches mimicking manuscripts. Here's the explosive twist. Fust sues Gutenberg in 1455, claiming debts and seizes the workshop. Gutenberg is ruined, but the secret escapes. Fust and Peter Schoeffer, Gutenberg's assistant, continue printing, spreading the tech. By 1460, presses pop up in Strasbourg and Bamberg. The spread accelerates. By 1500, over 1,000 presses operate across Europe, producing 20 million books, more than all manuscripts in the previous millennium. Venice becomes a hub, with Aldus Manutius inventing portable octavo books and italics for efficiency. The stakes soar with the Reformation. In 1517, Martin Luther nails his 95 Theses to a Wittenberg door, criticizing church indulgences. Printers seize the opportunity. Within weeks, thousands of copies circulate, fanning outrage. Luther's writings, translated into vernacular, flood markets, over 300,000 copies, sold by 1525. The press amplifies his message, bypassing church censors. Peasants read Bibles in their languages, questioning papal authority. The Peasants' War of 1524-1525 erupts, with printed pamphlets rallying rebels. The church counters with the Index of Forbidden Books in 1559, but it's too late. The genie is out. Mystery deepens as the press fuels the Renaissance. Humanist texts from antiquity, like Plato and Aristotle, are mass-produced, inspiring artists and thinkers. Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks, though not printed, benefit from the knowledge explosion. In science, the press enables collaboration. Copernicus's De Revolutionibus in 1543 challenges geocentrism, printed for wide debate. Galileo's works follow, sparking the scientific revolution. But darkness looms. Printed propaganda incites witch hunts, with manuals like the Malleus Maleficarum, 1486, spreading hysteria, leading to tens of thousands executed. Empires harness the power. In the Ottoman Empire, Sultan Bayezid II bans printing in Arabic in 1485, fearing unrest, delaying adoption until 1727, and contributing to technological lag. In contrast, European colonizers use presses for propaganda in the New World, printing catechisms to convert natives. In Asia, Korean movable type predates Gutenberg by 200 years, Jigji in 1377, but limited to elites. China's block printing thrives, but doesn't match Europe's speed for alphabet-based languages. The innovation evolves, intensifying conflicts. During the English Civil War, Presses churn out pamphlets for parliamentarians and royalists, shaping public opinion. The Enlightenment explodes with printed encyclopedias like Diderot's in 1751, spreading radical ideas that fuel the French Revolution. Voltaire's works, printed in millions, mock authority. In America, Thomas Paine's Common Sense, 1776, printed in 120,000 copies, galvanizes independence. By the 19th century, steam-powered presses like the rotary press, 1843, produced thousands of pages hourly, birthing mass media. Newspapers democratized news, but yellow journalism stirs wars like the Spanish-American War in 1898. The grand payoff strikes. Gutenberg's press didn't just copy words, it multiplied ideas, eroding monopolies, sparking religious schisms, scientific leaps, and political upheavals. It forged the modern mind, making knowledge accessible and igniting endless revolutions. Without it, the world might still be in the Dark Ages. If this revolutionary tale printed on your curiosity, subscribe for more deep dives into the breakthroughs that quietly conquered history.